Coach India that came in today shooting 24 free throws per game, which was best in the Big Ten. You guys didn't let them shoot their first attempt until there was 10 seconds left in the first half. How important is it to establish like a clean physical advantage against a team like that?
Well, it's important for us to just play defense and guard without fouling. Make every catch tough for them. And then also, when shots should go up, you got to get there and contest and do it without fouling, like I stated earlier. I love the fact that our group was very disciplined. There were moments where we did give them opportunities to shoot at the free throw line because we fouled on a drive. But overall, I knew that at some point, it was important for them not to get to the free throw line and just beat us up in the paint and then find them shooting free throws or analyze something of that nature.
Chris?
Coach, 11 assists for Xavier. Can you just talk about how he navigated their defense and the hedges and stuff today?
Well, he made some great decisions with the basketball. Did a really good job of controlling the tempo of the game. One thing was critical with him, his decision making was more, like he was hunt for seams. He wasn't trying to make the home run play. Finding guys that were open, being patient with the basketball, reading what the defense gives them, and guys were able to catch either for a shot or we had some opportunities where catch and go. So it was a very solid game for them. But the beauty of it all is looking at Xavier as well as John and seeing that the two players broke the record for the most wins in Michigan history. That says a lot about their body of work and what they've done as far as representing that block in.
On your left with Wojo.
Juwan, last 4, 5, 6 games, you guys are looking more and more efficient offensively, cohesive. What is going on? Is it the return of Livers? Is it Xavier taking another step? What do you think is bringing you guys around right now?
Well, it's been great to having a guy like Isaiah Livers back. He's a special talent. As we all know, he shoots the ball very well from the outside. He has great size. His presence on the floor just makes us a better team. We saw it throughout the season in the first half of the season when he was healthy, where we played good basketball when he was in the lineup. When he was out with his injury, we truly missed him. So now we're able to get him back in the lineup, being healthy, and we're just a better ball club with him in the game.
Right in the middle with Zach.
Franz credited and felt like the team's had a much better focus the past couple weeks in practice, I guess, outside of games. What have you seen as far as their response, and then what does it mean to you as a coach when the losses are piling up that they did respond the way they did?
Well, our group understands, what's in stake. They know that one game by game, we have to bring in energy and effort. We have to buy into the details. We have to manage and take care of our bodies. They understand they have to come in on off days, and I leave it up to them. I don't micromanage our players, but they come in on off days and get shots, work on their game, work on free throws, taking care of their body in the weight room. I have a very mature group, a group that understands what it takes to win.
Stay in the middle with Connor.
Juwan, you had 5 guys scoring double digits, and then Austin had 9. So what did you like from the offensive balance you guys had?
Well, it started with Xavier Simpson, just making the right plays. But also, I love the fact that our guys did a great job of some have good shots, pass it up to the next man for a great shot. So we had a really good group that worked on just making each other better, enjoying each other's success. I never had, ever since throughout the season, that we have a selfish team. We have a very unselfish team.
Larry?
How would you compare how this team is playing right now and things seem to be clicking to when you were 7-0 and off to a great start?
Well, we've been able to win some games. It hasn't been easy, that's a fact. Please don't look at the score and think today's game was easy. Our guys have bought into the defending, not saying they hadn't before. There's some things that I had to do as far as changing up with some of our coverages. Also, I had to improve on preparing them for practice and teaching what is going to take to give us the best chance to win. Our staff do an amazing job of looking at the scouting report of each and every opponent, and then we make adjustments from there. The beauty of it is that we're catching, we're getting better as the season goes. I didn't expect for us to have a great start like we did. But it was beautiful to have, get off to a good start. But it takes time for a group to learn a new system on the defensive end as well as the offensive end. Speaking for defensively, let's take that for example. Some of our players probably never played in the defensive scheme of what I had, what I taught and what I brought to the program. They bought in for sure, but it takes time to develop. It's not going to always click right away. The beauty of it is that they trust it and they continue with it, building the habits and getting better with it. And then offensively, our offense is a lot different than what they've been experiencing in the past. Yes, let's say it. Yeah, we use a lot of ball screens. We do, but we do a really good job of moving the basketball.
Ashley?
Juwan, with Isaiah, when he went down on that play, what exactly happened? It looked like he was grabbing at his lower leg, and then how was he feeling after the game and coming back in and everything?
Well, it was a loose ball, and he went to pick it up, and one of the Indiana players dove for it and sort of took his legs up underneath him. So he came up limping. But we'll see how it goes tomorrow. We're going to treat it. Hopefully, I think assuming, and after talking to, not assuming, but after talking to our medical staff, it's going to be a day-to-day process.
And then I know he did this in the Illinois game. I think it was when he came in and threw that pass after he got hurt last time. Did he lobby to come back in the game again, or to you, I guess?
There was no discussion from the two of us. I just looked over and I saw he came back after getting his ankle tape, getting all that readjusted. Looked over at him and said, "Hey, ready? Let's go, coach."
The back TV row with Steve.
Juwan, big picture, what has stood out to you with Austin Davis and obviously his contributions over the last month or so?
It's great to have Austin Davis on our side. Austin is wired the right way. He's such a giver, total team guy, never try to go for his numbers or do things that he doesn't, is not good at. Come in with the right attitude of practice, working hard, buying into the teaching and the developing. And he's going out and having a great carryover game after game. And we're seeing a lot of growth. It's good that when John needs a breather, that I can go to Austin, and he's always going to come in there and do whatever he can to help the team win with his energy and effort and toughness.
Ryan?
Brandon came off the bench, gave you guys a boost today. What did you make this play and his energy off the bench?
Beautiful. He's been solid all year. That's one of the prettiest jump shots. Wish I could shoot the ball back in the day like Brandon. But Brandon is just like Austin, another guy that comes in practice and always trying to look for ways to improve. Enjoy having film sessions with myself, with Coach Sadie Washington. We're seeing the guy, this season just blossoming game after game, and with his energy and effort as well, the way how he attacked the glass with his force, with his athleticism, and then getting us second opportunities with offensive rebounds, flying around, being active. That's who he is. He's our energizer.
How much did Isaiah's first two injuries force Brandon to grow up the players?
Well, before Isaiah got injured, Brandon was playing well. Then, as you jump into a starting role, yes, your workload is going to increase. Your confidence is going to get better because you have a better rhythm of the game, and you know that you're going to be out there more than when you were reserved. Coming off the bench is tough. It's challenging, but Brandon has adjusted to both roles, and we have to give him a lot of credit because a guy who can still keep, no matter what role he plays, whether it's a starter or reserve, he's able to produce, and that says a lot about his character.
We have time for a couple more. Andrew?
Speaking of roles, it seems like since Isaiah's come back, guys really have their defined roles. You've used mostly an 8-man rotation. I guess is this kind of what you anticipated? Is this how you like where you're at this point of the season with guys, knowing their roles and who's coming off the bench doing what?
We've had a meeting earlier in the season before we played our first game on roles, and every guy bought into their role. Sometimes it may be a 10-man rotation. You know, it goes game by game, never scripted. I'm the type of coach that I know the core guys that's going to play, and I also understand that within the time of possession, reading the game, you know, a guy like Colin will get some minutes. A guy like Adrian will get minutes, and you know, Cole Badgerman, you know, not just saying it, but he's getting better and better. And it's not because he's made the shot today or the last shot in Northwestern. It's just in practice. I've seen how he's improved. He's bought into his role and staying ready whenever his name is called on. I'm coaching every minute for sure, and I'm watching. You know, and some people look at it like at the end, the last 2 minutes of the ball game is clarified as garbage time. No, I don't look at it that way. Those are minutes where guys, whoever in that ball game, will get coached and then will get evaluated.
Brendan?
On Austin, considering that he is graduating this spring, do you see these steps that he's making and, you know, proving himself out there as almost being kind of an audition for, you know, what his place might or might not be the next year?
Why you have to ask this question? You know, we've had a really good conversation. We had a nice breakfast one day, and he understands what I'm asking from his role this year and also for the future. And that breakfast was, I'm thinking it had to be maybe 4 to 5 weeks ago. Yeah. So it didn't just happen today or like last week. We've had a really good conversation about his future. So it's great to have a great leader, a guy who's all in. And that's all the guys, but Austin just, it's a coach's dream, really.
Okay, Coach, that'll do it.